More Savannahans are on their bikes than most of the nation.
We have the highest rate of bicycle commuting in the state of Georgia.
But just within the last month, 2 people have been killed in traffic.
There was no escape route on June 11th when Judy Grossman rode her bike down Bay Street, just a few yards from the Emmett Park finish line to the bike ride across Georgia.
This is the seam that she fell into. Her tire got caught and she tipped underneath. And so you can even see a change in the pavement between here and here.
The accident has called into question the decision to route the cyclist on Bay Street.
Too much traffic in way too little of an area.
You're taking your life in your own hands.
And Mayor DeLoach has taken the lead in fueling discussions as to how traffic might be calmed on the corridor where industry and tourists meet, with sometimes disastrous consequences.
Because we have trucks like this going past us. No other city would stand for this being in their historic downtown. And we have pedestrians who are afraid to cross over the street.
With a reminder of why we prepare. The reason: New Orleans, 2005. Charleston, 1989. Savannah in 1893. The devastation and loss of life from those hurricanes that struck coastal communities just like us. A constant motivation to prepare for when, not if, a hurricane strikes.
Savannah really is surrounded by so much water and so much marshland. Even though Savannah's inland, we're essentially surrounded on 3 sides, 3.5 sides by the marsh and the major waterways to the north and to the south, and obviously the ocean to the east.
It's a pretty scary view. And in fact, if you look at this graphic, you can see something you don't see from the ground, and that's that Savannah, it's actually trapped between the Savannah River and the Ogeechee River. We've got this big bottleneck right in the middle of downtown Savannah. You add some rain into that, and we get a little rain shower, streets start to flood and get blocked. You have an accident, even a fender bender, and you've turned our minimum evacuation time of maybe 10 to 12 hours suddenly becomes 36, 48 hours, which could be catastrophic because the worst thing is to have people trapped on the roads when you have a storm coming.
By the summer of 2014, what had seemed like a dream come true for Effingham County was quickly turning into a nightmare. Promises to build a multi-million-dollar movie studios was crumbling before a foundation was even laid. Was it a failed business plan, or was this the plan all along? In 2014, Moon River didn't make a dime but lost more than $1 million. And in 2015, they lost $6 million. And Effingham County officials say they lost about $200,000 in tax dollars alone.
What have they spent $6 million on? Yeah, they have no employees. They pay themselves a lot of money now. But what have they done?
It makes it extremely difficult for someone that's sitting there with a contract with Company A to then try to collect anything from Company B that's taken over, because they'll hold up that piece of paper and say, no, I don't owe you. That now defunct, non-existent company owes you. So good luck.
So while this community didn't get the studios they were promised, perhaps they got the storyline for Savannah's next movie instead.